Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Joining us now is our favorite way to always close it on a Friday. Who better than the awesome Joe Concha? You can listen to him every night on 77 WABC at 9 o'clock. And, Joe, there's a lot to take in. Let's first go to, we were playing, John has Jack Schlossberg on Cats Roundtable on Sunday. And I know one of the things you were hot on was Trump praising JFK Jr., who I knew, by the way, because Caroline Bessette Kennedy, her sisters went to school with me. So this is interesting. Go ahead. Take it away, my friend.
Well, Rita, I mean, when you knew JFK Jr., how well did you know him? I mean,
not
that guy.
Well, I like older men, not younger men, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. No, look, this guy had command. He had presence. I went back and watched some interviews that he did, before he died, on that tragic day, 1999. Believe it or not, I grew up in Wayne, New Jersey, and where JFK Jr. took that small plane to get to Martha's Vineyard. That's like 10 minutes from my house.
By the way, I stand corrected. He's older than me. I have to correct myself. So go ahead.
Well, okay. Either way, there's a story here we're missing, I think. But the point is that, he experienced vertigo and ended up obviously crashing that plane. And again, the Kennedys, where you're talking about RFK, JFK, and then John F. Kennedy Jr.'s son dying in a plane accident. But I always thought this guy had command in terms of when you watch interviews. He has the brand, the Kennedy brand, great looking guy. Trump was friends with him because they were both in media, obviously. And I think he could have been president one day. I agree with Donald Trump in terms of if he runs for Senate, the Kennedy brand, a guy that looks like that, and if he has the same values as JFK, where you say, well, he was a Democrat. No, he was a Republican. He's a Republican now. Believed in a beefed up military, believed in, obviously, tax cuts and not having these affirmative action kind of plans. Like he was in a merit-based system. That's what JFK believed in. Guys, I mean, I think that John F. Kennedy Jr. would have been president. I think that Donald Trump's right about that, unless he ran against Donald Trump, of course, and that would have been a very interesting matchup, certainly.
That would have been. By the way, I agree. And he was very charismatic. I talked to JFK Jr. a number of times. He was very sharp. Also, the other big thing is Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel taking swipes at DHS Secretary Markwayne Mullin.
What a joke. He says, well, because Markwayne Mullin, because his dad was sick, and Markwayne Mullin, as a young man, took over his plumbing business and made it even more successful than it was. And the fact that Jimmy Kimmel goes on late night and says, you know what? I can't believe we have a plumber that is now in charge of national security in this country. Oh, screw you, Jimmy. Jimmy Kimmel probably has people that literally flush the toilet for him. And I'd rather have plumbers in Congress more than lawyers. I know that. And the fact that he mocked that shows the elitism that the Democratic Party is suffering from by mocking somebody like this. But Markwayne Mullin went from that to MMA fighter to senator, now running DHS. That's a great story, just like J.D. Vance, but this is what Democrats mock because they are elitists. Rita.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I think, listen, he's a very impressive guy. And like you said, he took over his father's plumbing business. This is a great, rags to riches story. It's the ultimate sort of American story. And the fact that, Jimmy Kimmel is so disconnected says a lot more about Jimmy Kimmel than it does about Markwayne Mullin. Joe, we love you. And I know you got another great show tonight at 9 o'clock. And, John, I think, we all stand for something great here.
What is that?
Truth.
Justice the American way.
Yeah, oh, that was a record.
That was
That was amazing.
Good night.
Have a good weekend, everybody.